This is how I get my face to last all day. Like, and y'all see my face still be looking flawless. It don't look cakey. Don't lie, because you know it don't.
I've never met anyone quite like her before.
Hey everybody, welcome back to England. It's your girl Andie, and it's day night. So I'm getting cute, and I figured I'd show you guys how I got here. It ended up cute, but to be honest, when I started, I had no idea what I was doing. So if you would like to see how I came up with this beautiful, gorgeous little beat for date night, make sure you're first and foremost subscribed to my channel, like this video, and keep watching. So my brows are done, and I'm feeling like I want to try to do a different look. Yet again, I don't even, like, I feel like I know what I want to look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever have a vision in your head, but it just don't make sense? That's what's going on right now. So my brows are done. I think I want to do my face first so it gives me some time to think about my look. Because really, truthfully, I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going in with my Hourglass Vanish Primer. Absolutely love this primer. I'm going to use it by itself, even though I am going outside. So that's risk. Well, I went outside yesterday. Going to need to set my primer as well. So I'm taking my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder. This is the shade Banana Bread. You can really use any translucent powder. This is just the one I like to use. So taking my little Amazon powder puff, I'm gonna pat this all over my T-zone and my laugh lines because I be chuck-a-luckling, and this kind of helps keep my makeup in place underneath. Disclaimer, I'm an oily girl, so if you're not oily, please don't be putting this much powder on your face. This is what helps my makeup last all day because I'm oily, I be sweating, I be hot, and I live in Atlanta. So I'm gonna spray my Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte. After I shake it up, if you've been watching my last few videos, I've really been loving this combo, and my makeup really doesn't be budging, but if you don't shake this up, you're gonna get dots everywhere. So don't go buy this and just start spraying it. You have to shake it up. I think, does it say it on this? It needs to say that in the directions. Yep, shake bottle well. So shake that bottle well. Gotta let that air dry, and then we're gonna go in with foundation. Which one I'm using? Let's figure that out by this dress. Alright, I haven't used this foundation in a while, so I figured we use it. This is my light reflecting foundation from NARS. This is the shade Macao. I'm going to go in with a couple pumps on my face and blend that out. We're gonna blend it out with the Morphe E63 brush. Just patting it into the skin. I do have another Morphe brush that's like really good. I was supposed to use it today, but I forgot. Maybe next time. I don't bring my foundation all the way up underneath my eye. I like to kind of save that for my concealer so my base doesn't look super cakey. But just pat, 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 pat. And I don't really take foundation to my nose or my forehead. I kind of blend everywhere else, and then whatever's left on the brush, I kind of take to my forehead and my nose. I haven't worn foundation in a very long time, so this is like really weird feeling on the skin. We're gonna have to spray this. I'm gonna take the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over. This over the original Fix Plus any day. Argue with your mama. I always go back in and re-press the sprays into my skin, and then we'll go in with a sponge just to make sure there's no brush strokes and that the layer is nice and even. Okay, skin is skinning or whatever. So Makeup by Mario concealer. I have been using this. Still not sure how I feel about it, and I really do think it's the doe foot that like gets me because it's so tiny. I be needing a doe foot. You know what I'm saying? What is this? What is that? All right. Anyway, we're just gonna conceal under the eyes. So this is where the under eye coverage now comes in. And then if you have any extra blemishes, this is when you're gonna go ahead and cover those up. So like, well, my foundation kind of did a lot of the work. I'm just gonna take a brush and blend this out. This is the It's My Rare and Beach Cosmetics setting brush. Y'all know I don't really be changing my tools all like that, or I end up coming back to them. So if you have this setting brush from your Techniques, it's kind of similar to this, so that works too. Just pat the concealer in. Start on the edges if you need to. When you blend your concealer, you want to start on the edge of your concealer and then work your way up under the eye. That's what gives you that flawless blend. That's what helps keep your concealer from running away from you. And then you end up with concealer all the way down here. Because I mean, flawless, you know what I'm saying? Like it just looks like skin, which is, you don't want your makeup, it's gonna look like you got makeup on most of the time. But you don't want it to look like you're a clown, basically. Feel free to go ahead and subscribe to your girl's channel because I'm on my road to 1,000 subscribers and we getting there, but we ain't there yet, you know what I'm saying? And I love you guys so much. I take all your recommendations and stuff to heart. I be trying to push the content for y'all, so might as well become a part of the fam and hit that subscribe button. You know, watch a couple more videos, like them, comment, follow me on Instagram if you want to be friends, you know what I'm saying? Because I really be interacting with y'all when y'all interact with me. I love that. Sponge again, and we're just gonna blend. The One Size concealer has been my go-to for highlight. So this is the Turn Up the Base concealer in this shade Neutral Golden. We're just gonna pop that right under the eye. Cause baby, I think it says 4 Neutral Golden. Yeah, medium 4. Now we're gonna let that sit while I do my contour and blush. To contour, we're gonna go in with my matchstick from Fenty. This is the shade Espresso. And I'm just gonna go from my, like the bottom of my temple, down on my cheek, bone. So like on the actual bone, not underneath it, not on top, like literally just, yeah. And then my jawline. And I'm not gonna do my hairline just because I have my edges done and bronzer can really just get the job done up there. Blending out with my flat contour brush from Real Techniques. I'm just gonna pet. Slight downward motions on the jaw, but when I get to the cheekbone, I'm kind of pushing more up. This is what gives you that lifted face, you know what I'm saying? Whatever's left over on the brush, I'm just gonna take to my hairline, just pat it in. My edges are done, so I'm not trying to be swiping and doing all that, but I had a little too much on my face. So for blush, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. This is the shade, I think it's Coral Crush. I did a review on this. I absolutely love this blush. Like, it's really nice. Really, really nice. Really pigmented too. I'm just gonna do those 2 dots and then take my complexion brush from Moda and pat that in. I'm doing little patting motions, kind of like, and like a little C right here on my face. It's going into the brow a little bit, temple, a little bit onto the eye. I kind of like it like that. Like it blends out so easy. Like that's actually super, and you see that little radiance that comes from it? I low-key like that. By now, underneath my eyes should be nice and tacky. So I'm going in with that same brush we used earlier. And we're just gonna pat again, starting on the edges. Rude. Okay, starting on the edges of my concealer and working my way into that inner corner, just so I can make sure that the concealer stays where it's supposed to, doesn't travel. I am gonna take this though a little bit onto my eyelid just to serve as a base for my eyeshadow, so I don't have to go in with another base. So it should kind of look like that, with the concealer kind of going into the blush, kind of into the contour. Everything needs to be married, okay? Now that everything's on my face and blended, we're just gonna go in for some extra blending because you can, well, you can. Let me not say that. I was about to say that you can't blend too much, but you actually can. but this just helps to make sure that everything I just put on is evenly layered, so that way when I set, I'm not getting any patchiness or like stickiness. Yeah, stickiness. To set, I'm gonna go in first with my airbrush flawless setting powder from Charlotte Tilbury. This is shade 2. Yes, I've hit pan, but we're working on a new one. I just have to finish this before I use a new one. I'm gonna swirl my powder puff in there and then just go again underneath my eye with my sponge just to make sure there's no creases before I go ahead and set. And I feel a pimple coming right there. I don't know why. It might be hormonal, to be honest, but just pat that powder in with the powder puff. Make sure you're getting all up under your eyes. Side of the nose. Looks so good. Now you see the difference between the two sides of my face, right? One is nice and matte. The other still has some shine and some radiance to it. This isn't set, this is, but this looks smooth, like butter. We are gonna go in with multiple powders. Again, if you are oily, if you are not oily, these powders ain't gonna do you no good. So just go ahead, use a brush to set with the powder. If your products move, spray your face, something, but you don't need to go in with as much powder as I am. The loose powder we're gonna use today is the Peach Pie powder from Huda Beauty. So this is like more of a peachier powder. The one we used to set my primer was more of a yellow powder. Banana bread. This one, with a couple little taps on the bootay. But Huda Beauty's powders, if you've not tried them, you're gonna need to try them. They're amazing. Oh my God, I have 4 minutes left on my memory card. That just really is insane because I don't know if I have another one. Oh my God, okay. All right, let's just go ahead and set. Took the Peach Pie powder. I'm gonna dab a little bit on my hand just to make it even and go ahead and set. I'm pushing this powder in. I'm not baking yet. I'm really just pushing this powder into my concealer, into my blush, and it's really just gonna act as a nice little barrier. Cause look at that. Look. I started this little technique when I moved to Atlanta because my original just setting techniques were not working. My face was melting all over the place. So now my face stays. All right, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty foundation powder in the shade 420 in a big fluffy brush. I'm just gonna take that and set my entire face. We're gonna go over everything, including the highlighted areas, just to make sure that everything's blended. And y'all, I could not find my other memory card. So where we left off is my face is set with powders. I had to delete a whole bunch of videos, so I hope I don't need them again because I really don't be deleting stuff like at all. But I'm gonna blend out my eyelids. And then using my sponge, I'm gonna just add that Huda Beauty powder, the Peach Pie powder to set them. And using that same powder puff, I'm gonna bake the sides of my nose, under my eyes, especially because I'm doing shadow and I don't want any fallout. On top of the fact that if I don't bake, my face will not stay. So I don't know how y'all be doing it, but if I don't bake, my face will literally fall out. So let's do this eyeshadow. The palette I want to use today is my Palm Springs Dreams by Too Faced. Y'all know I really love this palette. Just like the colors in here, the brown is like chef's kiss. So I'm thinking I need to get a brush. Let's start there. I'm gonna take this pencil brush from Morphe. This is the Morphe 321 brush. I'm gonna go into Let me just go into BYOB. So I'm gonna start dark today and then work my way in. I'm taking BYOB, that dark brown, kind of along the lash line. I am gonna put on liner today, so I don't really need this to be perfect. And I'm gonna just kind of add this little to my outer V, blend it out into my lash line. Alright, the next shade I'm gonna go in with is Thicc. It's like this goldenish brown. I don't even know what to call this color, child. And I'm just gonna take that right next to it and kind of just up into my crease from there. Basically just blending those two colors together, taking this color more onto my lid space though. I'm gonna take this Too Faced brush, it's just a regular eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna go into, Cabana Time. I don't know what I thought that said, but Cabana Time was not it, I tell you right now. And I'm just gonna put this closer to the inner corner. So we're doing all mattes today. Ooh, that was a lot brighter than I thought it was gonna be. All right, the second brush we used, I'm gonna go back into that Thicc brown and blend again the edges, just because I feel like I lost this brown a little bit, went a little too crazy. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my eyes for real. Like, I think they look fire. Mascara I'm gonna use is the Fenty Full Frontal. Oh, I lied. This is the Fenty Hella Thick. Y'all knew that, and y'all was just gonna let me say that. Hella Thick is where it's at. I mean, Full Frontal was cool, but Hella Thick, if you haven't tried this yet, I don't know what you're waiting on. I'm gonna take my KVD tattoo liner. This is in Mad Max Brown. It's the mini. I have a big one somewhere. I don't know where it's at. And I'm just gonna line my eyes. Again, if I can't do this on camera, sorry, but I'm gonna try. Alright, hopefully I got that, because that looks mighty good. I'm going to do the other eye off camera, put my lashes on, and then I'll be right back. Lashes are lashing. Okay, bronzer. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Coconut bronzer and my big fluffy color brush. I'm just going to take this basically over everywhere that I contoured and to my hairline. I'm also going to use this to contour my nose. I'm just going to take this down the bridge of my nose and up into my eyeshadow. Before I do my blush, I'm going to take a little bit of that powder from that powder puff and just curve out my cheekbones. Literally, just to help make that bronzer look, just because I am, you know, trying to go outside today. It's day night, you know what I'm saying? So I got a new blush from MAC. This is the shade Melba. It's a matte powder blush, and it is kind of like a peachy shade. I don't know if y'all can even see that. But I'm taking my angled Japanese brush, and I'm just gonna take that on my cheekbone, a little underneath the eye too, to just kind of take away some of that powder. Okay, that's pretty. It's really pretty actually. Okay, and then we can dust off the powder on my chin and under my nose before we do my lips. I'm patting this powder in. Y'all see me do this in all my videos. I don't necessarily dust the powder away. I pat it into the skin and just kind of flick off what's left. That way the powder is still doing its job in controlling my oils all day. We are gonna bake again. Sorry, not sorry, but This is how I get my face to last all day. Like, and y'all see my face still be looking flawless. It don't look cakey. Don't lie, because you know it don't. But if I didn't have oily skin, I wouldn't know all these tips and tricks. So okay. But this time I think to bake, I want to use the pressed powder from Huda Beauty. This is the shade Peach Pie. Taking that same powder puff. It does come with a little sponge, but I feel like that'd be adding a little too much. So, ooh, I lied. I was supposed to spray my face, child. Before I do that, spray my face with the MAC Fix Plus. Stay over. Yes, I drenched my face. I'll let that air dry before I go ahead and sit. Now, I'm not going to do any bottom shadow, but I am going to bake again using my Easy Bake pressed powder in the shade Peach Pie. Taking my powder puff, I'm just going to bake underneath my eye, like literally the inner corner and the sides of my nose. This is just going to get, you see how it's instantly just brightened that area of my face? Like, look at that. That's what you call bright, baby, okay? Because it's a pressed powder, it's gonna give me a little bit more of that airbrushed feel while still soaking up those oils. And then the bridge of my nose, we're just gonna make that too. I keep losing my lip pencils. I had it sitting here and now it's gone. That's what I thought. I thought it was sitting here. But I guess we'll just take my Rare Beauty pencil. This is the shade Gifted. And I'm gonna line my lips. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with a pinky gloss. This is the Karity gloss. This is the shade Zahava. And then I'm gonna go on top of that with my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Eclair. And that's basically it for the lips. I really just wanted something nude and pinky. And I think I accomplished that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put mascara on my bottom lashes. I'm gonna take my Benefit Fanfest mascara and just do my lower lashes before I put in that powder. I'm gonna dust this powder away now. So I'm just gonna pat it in. Alright, I'm gonna go in a little bit into my foundation powder just because I feel like I overdid the brightness just a tad bit. Same fluffy brush. Go on the chin. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go put on my clothes and stuff, and then I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so this is the completed look. I mean, I'm feeling mad cute. You know what I'm saying? Mad cute. And I know this is a date night video coming after Valentine's Day, but if your boo is only taking you out on dates on Valentine's Day, you need a new boo. But if you haven't already, please make sure you like this video and leave me a comment. Subscribe to my channel too, please. Your support means everything to me, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.